Hello everyone. This is a brief vlog about the integration of the Web 2.0 tool Edmodo into classroom instruction. I've been using this particular tool for several years. I first became intrigued by its usefulness mainly due to its ability to offer users, who are primarily students and teachers, ways to communicate and collaborate with each other using a technology tool. Before implementing this program, Edmodo, I explored the tool as much as I possibly could. I found that there was a strong sense of safety being promoted by the creators of this program. There are many parameters that teachers can set to ensure that students are working in a safe and secure online environment. This is definitely a major bonus that any educator should take notice of when searching for Web 2.0 tools that they're wanting to use in the classroom. Well, now back to the integration of this actual program. Once you have a teacher account created, you're then able to create groups that you can enroll your students in. Each group you create will then be given a code for you to give your students in order to use for them to sign up for the program. Here you can see that groups are over in the left-hand side of the page in this panel. And once you have the code, you may send your students to edmodo.com. Okay? Depending on the age level, maturity, and experience of your students, you may want to sign your students up yourself. Whether you're signing the student up or they are signing up themselves with some facilitated help from you as their teacher, they will be here on edmodo.com and go down to the sign up option. They will click on I'm a student, and here's where the group code that you have given each student will be inserted. A username will be created, a password will be created, emails are optional, then first name and last name. Generally, I don't use complete first names and last names. I use some type of abbreviated symbol or name to some extent that will identify the student to me and their classmates when using the program. Once enrolled, students are then able to access comments, assignments, and all kinds of other options that are set up by you, the teacher. My initial use for this tool a few years ago was to introduce students to an online collaborative device that would allow them to communicate with each other, as well as using a safe online environment to promote 21st century skills. This worked really well, especially after modeling how to post and reply to comments and topics. From there, I began to post assignments for students that would require them to submit a link to an online assignment that could be completed using another Web 2.0 tool, as well as instructing my students how to upload Word documents and slideshow presentations into the program. There's also an option for you as the teacher to upload documents and other files for students to have continual access to when working on projects. That is located in the library section of Edmodo. With the newer, updated version of Edmodo, this is in the top banner up here. And if we click on Library, we can see that we can upload and send documents here to have accessible for students at all times. It can be attached to posts that you put on Edmodo. There's also an option to sync Edmodo with Google Docs, which I will come back to in just a few minutes. Some other really great features that have been added to Edmodo recently are the ability to create quizzes, which is at the very top of our page here. Okay. You can load a previously created quiz or start from scratch and create a brand new quiz that will be posted here for any students or selected groups that you wish to view and complete. Students also have access to polls or discussions that you are able to create. Basically, we click on the poll option, and all we see is this blank space here with question. Once you click inside, you will put your statement or question here and add answers for students to select. There is also an option to add additional answers far beyond just one or two. Another great feature of Edmodo, like I said earlier, was the ability to sync your Google Docs or Google Apps basically with the program itself. To do this, you will click on your library link at the top. Then on the left-hand pane, right here, we will click on Google Docs, and we get the option to connect with Google Docs, which includes Google Presentation or any of the Google apps that students may have access to. For school districts that use Google Apps, this is a really great feature. Students as well as teachers are now able to link up virtually any doc or presentation with Edmodo, and then they can submit this or share it with the class or specified groups within Edmodo. The use of this tool has given my students more responsibility and lots more accountability in regards to their own learning. It has definitely enabled them to become future leaders themselves.